alright, Rich? Alright, I'll just make sure I've just turning the game volume down on my phone so it doesn't echo. Right, we'll see if Mrs. Molly's waiting for us outside then, I guess. Yeah, let's go out. I'm not going to bother sleeping before I go out there. And I'm pretty much at my weight capacity, so I'm not going to risk carrying it. Oh, she is ringing the phone.
Hello, Molly.
Wow, I hate to be a foregone conclusion.
Well, I don't seem to get a lot of other calls out here.
I want to know something. Why did you work so hard to help those strangers? Would they have done the same for you?
I have no idea.
I doubt they would. You probably work all day, every day. Bust your ass to help people, delivering babies or researching or whatever it is you do. Does anyone really notice?
I'm not sure, but I don't do it for that.
You don't do it for recognition because you don't get any.
What is this about, really?
I could have been something, too. Something more than a farmer's wife. Something more than a cattleman's daughter.
I'm sure you could have, Molly.
Don't patronize me. I could have been something, but I let him stop me. I let myself be small so he could feel like somebody. I gave up everything for him, and to him, I didn't even exist. I let him make me small. Less than nothing.
What happened to him, Molly?
I don't understand.
Did he hurt you? Did you kill him?
There's different ways to hurt people. Some ways heal. Other ways never do. And I told you. The wolves killed him. Never mind that. I called to tell you something.
What did you call to tell me, Molly?
There's an old radio tower. On the top of the hill, overlooking my farm. You can see the tower from my porch. Not sure if you can get it working, but the radio up there would be good enough to reach Perseverance Mills. You can maybe find out about your guy. The precious mystery thing that you hope he has.
A radio? But why'd you wait so long to tell me?
Oh, I didn't know if it'd work.
Yeah, Rich. Right, cheers, David.
Also, girl gets lonely out here, I guess. It was nice to have someone to talk to.
Come fix the radio in view of my house, where I can get you in my rifle sights, Clarice. Right, let's go fix a bloody radio tower and probably be put in a dungeon. Oh no, too cold to go to Molly's house at the moment. Let's stay indoors a minute and wait for the bad weather to stop. I do like you can actually hear it's really badly windy outside. Might as well repair my bedroll. Right, I'm going to put the bedroll here where I won't forget it. Like last time. Right, big brain gaming. It still sounds pretty windy outside. Might as well make some more water while I'm here. Good, I'm still under that weight limit, although obviously I'll get a bit more weight when I pick up that bag. Yeah, it still sounds windy at the moment. I'll see if by the next day the weather's any better. If not, I guess I'll just have to make an attempt to get there in bad weather. I'll take the sardines back, because sardines don't go off, do they? Rancid wolf meat doesn't look very good. Tell you what, rather than taking the cooking pot with me, if I take cans, and then I can use the cans, can't I, to heat up water? As good as the cooking pots are, they are a lot of weight to carry. Yeah, because those cans, so I'll keep that one can on me. Right, is there anything I need to repair in my inventory or anything like that? Those things are all near 100%, so I don't need anything doing with them. Well, that stuff's fine, really. Oh, I could try making some of that old man's beard. So I assume that's like an antiseptic bandage or whatever, is it? Yeah. Interestingly, there was that massive computer outage thing today, wasn't there? So, I think quite a few people in various jobs have been disrupted and stuff like that. YouTube's been alright today. Although some of the things I sometimes watch have had issues where, like, their live streaming services, you know, went almost completely down, and then they had to sort of do them, like, sort of, very primitively. Yeah, it wasn't actually directly Windows, it was like a load of services done for Windows and other things. Is there anything metal I can break down in here? Because if so, I might as well get some metal and then repair whatever the item was I could repair. Have I not searched this photo? Ooh, soda. Soda is great because it means I can have both a thing that gives me calories and water. I might as well drop that wolf meat now. Don't really need 2 can openers, do I? So I'll harvest this one for scrap metal and then I'll use it to repair the other one. Yeah, it's a shame that the days are gone when, you know, that stuff was released on CD-ROM and that, and it had to work on the day you released it. You couldn't just do the thing of, oh, we'll fix it later if we screw it up kind of attitude everyone has now. Might as well drop 2 of those books. And sleep for another Let's do 6 hours. Right, same. Yeah, in the game it is. In reality, obviously, it would be a bad idea to try and get all your calories from, like, soda, because of just, it's high in sugar and not much else. In reality, though, you can get those, like, kind of drinks where I think it's generally designed for, like, cancer patients and stuff like that. I mean, anybody can drink them. And they're kind of like a liquid, quite high in calories as well as liquid. But, they actually sound really useful, but the annoying thing is that unless you're prescribed them, they're really expensive to buy in. Oh, let's reheat the tomato soup. Now I've got the recycled can back. My foot on that. Right, okay. So it's still windy outside. It might be that it doesn't actually not get windy in this segment. Let's pick up the bedroll and let's just quickly check in case there's anything in any of the other houses that might be of use before I leave this area. I'm definitely not going to try and get to Molly's place in this bloody blizzard. Especially not during the night anyway. Oh, I didn't take my bloody bedroll again, did I? Right, back for the bedroll. Yeah, I'm just going to, sleep and then take the bedroll. Oldest Coca-Cola I've ever drunk would have been when I was a kid, so I was born in 93, so the first time I ever drank Coca-Cola, so I guess when I was very young. So, mid-90s that would be. If you're asked, did I actually pick up the thing? Oh, I did pick up the bedroll. Okay, never mind. Right, okay then, let's go back to what we were doing. I wish there was an option in this where you could like tick a thing that like once you use a bedroll, you automatically like pick it back up. Because otherwise that's where I sometimes forget to take him and then realise I can't do the sleep anyway. Oldest overdate? No idea. I don't drink Coke in all honesty very much from any fizzy drinks. I've eaten like MREs that have been like 10 years out of date, which have been absolutely fine. I'm just going to waste the flare in here because I really don't need all these flares because I have guns. I know marine flares are better against wolves, but whatever. Anything I can break down in this house in metal parts? Well, there's some stuff I dropped there. It's all just wood furniture in this house. Oh, toaster. There we go. Oh, fuck's sake. Okay, let's go sleep in the bed for an hour. Rip up some curtains as well while we're here. Do it by hand, it takes longer. Gets closer to being daylight. I ought to replay COD, the original COD Modern Warfare on stream at some point, because I do like COD 4. And the newer ones I need to play, because like the fucking Black Ops and all those, like, you know, and the remake of Modern Warfare, I own them, and I've never actually played the single player. I've only done the multiplayer. Yeah, they were saying on the news, I think it might get to about 35. I've got my air conditioner on at the moment, Rich, and we've got loads of the windows open in the house with the curtains drawn to stop too much sunlight getting in, and like fans on and that. But again, I've said before, this house is really bad for actually, you know, like trapping heat. Right, let's at least get some more bandages from those bits of things. I did play all the way through the original Call of Duty fairly recently, because there was one mission I used to get stuck on for ages. And as soon as I did that one mission, I didn't have any trouble with the rest of the game again. It's one where you're like on a truck, and I think it's on one of the SAS missions, and you have to like, you blow up a dam, and then you're on like a truck where you have to get to an airfield, and you have to use like a machine gun on the truck or something to shoot down like incoming planes and enemy vehicles. So it's like one of those really annoying bits where you just have to be really fast at shooting like all the things that come in to attack you. Or like you keep failing it over and over. As soon as I was past that bit, it was alright, but I don't think COD 1 is all that good in all honesty. I think from 2 forwards is where it got really good. Don't get me wrong, there's some levels in COD 1 which are really good. But I think the problem with the first Call of Duty is it's not really got the stuff in that makes you think it's a Call of Duty game. It's got like the big action set pieces in, but you don't have the restoring health. It has medkits, so some of the missions are annoying because of that. Because again, I don't mind old games with like the medkits or the systems, but it doesn't always work that well, like on some checkpoints and that. Yeah, it's pitch black. You can see the window if I look at the window. But yeah, it's because I'm inside a house and it is dark. That's why the game's called The Long Dark. Oh, metal lamp. Can I actually break that down? Oh, it's slightly light enough now that I can break stuff down in the house. Good. I've got 169 matches. I might as well actually start using these. I wish there was a way of throwing the matches before your character goes like, oh, as they burn their hand. See if I can get my fatigue completely up before I leave to go see what's going on with Mrs. Molly. There we go, it's daylight now. I know there's a mod, I'm not going to get any mods until I finish the single player in this, but there is a mod that makes the lighting more realistic, where it doesn't just go from being really dark to like this, you know, it gets gradually brighter and brighter. So that sounds like quite a good mod. You know, it's like more realistic day-night cycle in terms of when you can see and when you can't kind of thing. Right, there we go. So now let's go, I'm just going to save it. Send it to Pleasant Valley. Save, overwrite, not save. Right, okay, let's go find Molly. We're going to probably have to duck in and out of buildings as I go because how cold it is. I guess the blizzard isn't going to stop in this bit in the story. So yeah, we just want to go... Sadly, I don't think so. I played the first one of those quite recently because I bought the trilogy on Steam when it was on sale. And I quite liked it, but again, like that's one of those games where there's just some missions where they're very scripted and I can get a bit annoyed where, you know, like you keep dying because of certain bits in it. But yeah, they seem good games. It was just again one of those things where I don't want to go in that way, I want to be going, yeah, exactly this way. Are you in the UK, same? Screwfix sometime. Look at places like Screwfix and that as well. Oh, an earthquake. Because Screwfix sells filters. But again, I can't remember which of the sites sell 40mm filters and which ones only sell like 3M type ones, you know, and similar. But like Screwfix, B&Q and places like that sell filters. I just can't remember which ones only do like P3 filters, which ones, you know, do the wider ranges without looking. Yeah, because obviously if you're buying a mask for any kind of job you need a mask in, you need filters. So yeah, obviously like loads of hardware stores sell filters because of the fact that people use them for like sanding, working with chemicals, stuff like that. I'll have a look for you in a minute when I get to my next bit of shelter out of this storm. I'm going to stop in that barn that's down there in a minute. I'll have a quick look on eBay on my phone for you. But again, I know it is one of those things where sometimes you spot a load for sale at good prices and then other times you can't find any, depending on, I guess, if people have stock of them or, you know, whatever. Right, good, I'm warming up in here. Well, might as well sleep for an hour in here. Then I'll make like my next bit of a sprint over in a minute for a house to the west. See if Molly pays me a nasty surprise if I go over there, but maybe not. Right, I'm just going to pause a minute, just because, like I said, I'm going to just look on eBay, and I don't want my hunger bars and that to constantly be going down while I'm looking. So let me have a quick look, like I said, for you on eBay, and I'll tell you what I've searched if I find the thing. Right, 40mm. I'll just search 40mm filter first and see what comes up. I'm just searching 40mm filter respirator to start with. Ah, cool, there's some Hungarian 70Ms, which are the Hungarian version of the PMG1 for $13.99 at the moment. Right, yep, not getting much for that. Let me search just 40mm ABEC, for example. Right, Saint, on if you search just 40mm ABEC, nothing else, there's some filters coming up. I think there's some that are expired and still sealed, and others that are actually good. Again, there's one that looks like it might be alright, but I don't know if... Ah, there's some that expire that the guy's got in October 2024. So they're still in date and sealed, so I guess at that price, but again, they're 40 quid odd. Let me just Google it for you quick, and then we'll go back to the stream. So, let me just search 40mm ABEC filter. And just see if I can find any of the industrial sites selling them. A site called Safety Gas has filters for sale. but they sell in bulk, so you'd have to spend like €150 to get them in bulk. I don't know if do they sell them individually? Select options. It says from whatever price, but then I can't see them listing any of them individually. I can only see them in bulk. You could waste a load of money on Myra safety, so I wouldn't recommend that. There's a site called Parcel Safety UK. And they've got, so this is the company that actually makes the filters which is selling them, which I imagine means they're actually brand new, because it's not like you know, a site just selling random stuff they've got in. So on that site they're 70 quid a filter. Same. Again, like I said, this is why you want to just keep your eye open for a good deal. But yeah, a while ago I bought some Avon filters that I think were only out of date by about a year, still sealed, and they were about £15 each. So, you know, I just got those. Right, the chat's broken again, so let me close the stream and reopen it, because YouTube's mobile app just does not work properly, even though you're sort of forced to use it, which is a pain in the ass. Yeah, for that price, Rich, they will probably be expired, but again, if they're sealed properly and they're not too long expired, they'll be absolutely fine for most of the stuff any of us would want them for. Like I said, I'd probably trust my life on, as long as the filter's sealed properly and it's from a good brand, I'd still probably trust my life on one for most things, because if you're just using a gas mask to escape from, you know, some sort of disaster, you're not going to be like a responder actually having to stay around in it. You're probably going to be fine with something like that. It might actually let you link to it though, Rich, because you're a mod, it might let you link to it, but the only problem with eBay, I think it has the really, really long URLs, doesn't it? Right, I'm just going to pour some of my cup of tea out my flask. What I've started doing now is like making big loads of tea and all that in a flask, bringing it to this room, and then I can keep it in the flask so it doesn't go cold if I forget my cup of tea's on my desk, which is actually working really well at the moment. Go. And according to my little thermometer thing, it's still 56 Celsius, that water in there, so it's still too hot for me to drink, and that's good. Okay, yeah. Like I said, I thought that might happen, Rich. Right, due west. Yeah, Rich, DIN is just the old German name for them, and I think it's the actual old industrial name. So like NATO Stanag means it's like standard NATO, but 40mm DIN is the same as 40mm NATO, as opposed to like 40mm GOST. So I think, yeah, DIN is sometimes like the industrial name used for it. Also like World War II era German filters, which are the same as 40mm NATO, are called DIN, I think. But yeah, whenever I've tried masks that are marked 40mm DIN or whatever, they seem to be the exact same thread pitch, you know, and like they seal fine. They're not like GOST that, you know, when you're trying to screw them in, you can tell it's not the right thread pitch. Also, if you buy from China, I know this might turn some people off, but as long as you're buying the decent quality Chinese filters, not the shit ones, you can get decently priced ABEC filters from China. As in, like, you know, buy from one of the companies that does, like, the filters for the PLA and stuff like that. You know, like proper industrial stuff, and they'll be absolutely fine. When I get to the next thing, Saint, I'll just see if I can find you a thing on AliExpress, like I'm on about or whatever. Because obviously with China you just have to be careful, because there'll be some absolute shit you can buy, but there's also the good stuff. Yeah, I don't know what it means by trainer. Does that mean it's like not got the actual shit in it and makes it a proper suit? You should be able to get the Remploy suits like they made for the police and that. I've got a Remploy suit like that and it's really nice. That's not a trainer one, that's an actual one. I've used that when I've been like having to remove fiberglass and asbestos type stuff, so I've been able to, you know, rinse down the suit really well. The thing I like with the Remploy one is it has like really good like rubberized legs, arms and hoods, so you know you don't have to mess about doing like Velcro straps or button up straps of it. It has like one of those you know, ones that is quite tight to push your hand through, but as soon as you've pushed your hand through or like your ankles through, it's really tight, tightly sealed. Right, Regiv? Right, I'll have a look for you as soon as I make it to the next bit of civilization. Assuming Molly's not locked me out of her house, so I freeze to death in the thing. What's that then? I guess some sort of old gas thing or whatever. That door's locked. That door's locked. Ooh, dog food. That door's locked, but there's the basement. She's not locked the basement yet, no. Yeah, but like I said, the Remploy suits are good, but like I said, without seeing it, I wouldn't know if it's a specific thing or not. No, I can't go back into Molly's house, she's locked me out. But I'll warm up in here a moment while I'm dealing my hunger and that, and I'll look for the thing for you again in a second. Let me just have a quick look on AliExpress or a thing like that. I saw that you can buy them on that place called Temu or whatever it is as well, but I've never used them, and you know, I don't know if they're good or not. I know it's advertised everywhere, but like I said, I've personally never used Temu, so I don't know if it's full of spyware or if there's catches to it. But let me have a look on AliExpress for you. For as little as $2.29 you can buy the specific filters, but you want a combination one, don't you? Like, I was like saying, like the decent Chinese ones, but there's one here that mentions ammonia. Yeah, there's one here that says alloy black 40mm interface, organic, ammonia, acid gas and smoke. So it doesn't mention inorganic, but if it does the other three, I imagine it does inorganic as well. And it looks like the military style filters, which makes me think yeah, so you want the one that says upgrade version, that's $13.49. So the top one on there seems to be $13.49. That actually looks like, here we go, most industrial gases, namely organic gases and steam, inorganic gases and steam such as chlorine, hydrocyanic acid, inorganic acids, chemical and biological warfare agents. So yeah, the decent looking Chinese ones, that are like the Chinese military style ones, they're about 13 quid. But again, you have to make sure you buy the right tier of them, because obviously, like I said, some of them are like the lower tier ones. And again, don't buy the really cheap, crappy Chinese plastic filters. I'm on about like the actual sort of good ones. But again, those same filters are different prices from different sellers on AliExpress. I'm just going to see on AliExpress if I can find like the full-on like Western style looking ABEC ones. I found 2 UK sellers with ABEC filters in for between 20 and 30 quid, so I'm just going to check they're in date for you. If so, I'll try and post a link. It doesn't mention anything about them being out of date, and because this one's like on the industrial site. Right, I'm just going to link you to something in the chat, if it fits into the chat message. 1 second. No, too long a link again. Right, I'm just going to link you to the site I found, and then, right, so if you have a look on here, Saint, they've got ABEC like P3 filters in for 20 odd quid on here. But yeah, like I said, the best place to look for like filters like that if you want them new does seem to be sites that just sell like filtration equipment to companies, because then you know it's basically, you know, brand new essentially. And you can always, I guess, email their customer service and ask what the expiry dates are. You know, if you're not sure if they are in date, just email them and ask them, can they check for you what, like, how long's on the expiry dates? Because they can therefore tell you, you know, if they've got a few months on them, got a year on them, you know, whatever. The only thing I don't like about those Scott filters, I don't know if they've changed it now, but they used to ship those just in kind of like plastic wrap bags. So compared to the Avon ones, they're nowhere near as good for like long-term sealage. And if they get banged about a bit in the post, the bag might split, you know, and it will start degrading the filter. But like I said, I don't actually know without you know, you contacting the seller or whatever. Right, so you want to go, we'll go to the barn and then we'll go to that thing there. But it looks like I'm probably going to have to go all the way down that bit to the south, doesn't it, to get up on that path. Yeah, that's a shame. Like I said, that's like with a P3 filter, it doesn't matter. But yeah, like I say, like companies like Avon, the filters are plugged and capped, and then they're like vacuum packed in foil. But yeah, like I say, and some of the companies don't tend to do that, which is a shame. Because obviously, when the filter is capped and then like vacuum sealed, you know the filter's going to be in a bloody good condition no matter when you open it. And if you get the military filters from like Avon, they're also in like a sealed plastic container as well with each filter, so you know it's not been tampered with. Yeah, Rich. I guess it's just because it's cheaper to do, but again, with a filter. You know, again, the annoying thing of filters is, like I said, is some filters you could probably get an extra 5 to 10 years on their best before, just if they were sealed really well. But like I said, if they sort of cheapen all the packaging, I guess that's the idea, because people have to buy the filters more often, even if they don't use them. That's probably why they do it like that.
sure I can carry
Oh, there's a
this.
hatchet here, which I completely missed the first time. And I've wanted a hatchet all through this chapter, so now it's a bit too late, but whatever. Finally got a hatchet. I might as well warm up some coffee on this. Okay, add fuel. So I'll add 2 bits of reclaimed wood I've got, because there's some more reclaimed wood down there, yeah. Right, let's add both of those, because they take up quite a lot of weight for how efficient they are at burning. As in, you know, like, they add, what, like 30 minutes. Have a drink of water a second, sorry. Say those, yeah, bits of wood, they only add about 30 minutes per bit of wood, 30-40 minutes, and they so take up quite a bit of weight in your inventory, so they're definitely quite inefficient firewood. Right, cooking slot, cook, select, tin of coffee, let's there you go, right. Let's head back out. Cheers, Rajiv. It was because I had a mint in my mouth, and when it got to the last bit of the mint, it sort of irritated my throat. Also, when I'm talking a lot on the stream, it sometimes makes my voice dry up a bit. Yeah, that's the issue with a lot of Riot helmets, is they tend to be tighter than they should be. Like, when I eventually got the modern UK Riot helmet that fit my head, because I bought one before and I had to sand down the inside to fit me, because it had like that kind of impact foam in, which meant I could just, you know, sand that down without damaging the actual helmet itself. But, you know, it wasn't great. When I bought another one, I bought one like way bigger than my head, and I don't know what it is with the modern Riot helmets, but they're just completely off with the head measurements. Even, you know, when you get the helmet and it has the label in it that says it should be, you know, compared to like what my cap measurement is, they're just totally off. Like, you need to buy one that seems to be like 5 to 10 centimetres bigger than your head. You know, and then I suppose if you got one that was slightly too big, you could then, you know, just wear like a balaclava or something, or add a bit more padding to keep it tight. But yeah, the problem with a lot of Riot helmets is they just seem, the UK ones at least, just seem sized really weirdly. Right, so yeah, I was right. I'm going to have to keep just running down the side of this cliff till I get to the bit where I can... Oh, there's actually a rope there. That's handy. Right. Too encumbered to climb. Damn it. Right, let's drop the bad condition coffee. Drop all that. Still need to lose a bit of weight, so let's drop 1 litre of water. I don't want to really be doing this out in the thing. Let's drop the sewing kit. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of those flares. Because again, like I said, those flares, there's quite a lot of weight for what they actually do. Yeah, no worries. Oh, the coffee's still hot, technically. Somehow, even though it's been out in the cold with me for all this time. Right, I'll follow that little path bit there, because I'm assuming I have to use the path to get up that little bit. Well, there's a wolf. Apparently it's this way to the thing. Ah, yeah, there we go.
Tower. So I have a chance at least.
Right, good, there's a little like bunker building there, which is what I want. Because that means I can warm up inside the building before doing anything else. Oh dear, there's a dead prisoner with arrows in him.
Can only hope the radio in here is in better shape than everything else in the valley.
Broadsword calling Danny boy, broadsword calling Danny boy.
Yep, the radio's sure dead. Well, that trip was a waste.
I wonder if it was Molly that killed the guy.
Oh
no, no, don't sleep here. Molly might be coming for me.
It's time to say bye to Pleasant Valley.
No, don't sleep here, love. Molly might have killed that guy right outside with a bow.
Huh. The radio. It's working.
Yeah, weirdly, Ben, even when you're dying of hunger in this, it doesn't let you eat corpses. It's a bit unrealistic. You should be able to make jerky from people's bums.
Hello?
Can anyone hear me?
Is this the radio station at Perseverance Mills?
Can you hear me?
We need help. There's some kind of quarantine situation. Hello?
Mackenzie.
What do you mean quarantine?
Mackenzie, is that you?
Is there a doctor with you? We need a doctor or medical assistance, anything.
I can hear him, but he can't hear me.
We're cut off.
We're alive. Damn, Mackenzie. We're alive. And on your way to Perseverance Mills. I've got to get there.
Oh, here she's ringing the phone.
What is it, Molly?
We have a lot in common, you and I.
How's that?
We both left our men behind. We both like to be alone. We're both hiding from our pasts.
I don't know what you mean.
Yes, you do. I didn't kill him, you know. I wanted to. So many times. I just never had the courage. And as bad as it got at times, at least I wouldn't be alone. Being alone would be worse. That's what I told myself.
I don't judge you, Molly.
I didn't kill him, but I may as well have. I watched while the wolves surrounded him. I knew what was coming. I had a rifle in my hands. I could have helped them.
Molly.
It all happened in slow motion, you know, like a ballet. They were so quiet.
Yeah, it's just people, Ben, that I know for ages from the channel, so I don't need any new mods, thanks.
And I just stood there.
It's just people that have been on here for like years. And it means that, you know, they can get rid of people in the comments if they're being twats, basically.
I couldn't
Why are you telling me this?
Because it's important for someone to know
For someone to know what?
that I don't regret it. Not for a second.
The convict. Outside with the arrows in his back. That your handiwork too?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
They're
good.
all
So,
in pay now, Astrid.
Who are?
All of them. We've been in the background, in the shadows, invisible, overlooked for too long. Not anymore.
I'm not sure revenge is the answer, Molly.
Maybe not, but it'll do for now. Feels good to be on this side of the hunt. So I'm making up for lost time. Take care of yourself, Doctor.
You too, Molly.
Tell me one last thing. Your pilot. The one you left behind. You one of the good ones?
Yes, he is. But things are complicated between us. Let's just say I wouldn't want to find him with an arrow in his back.
Then I hope to never meet him. It's been good talking with you, Astrid. For a little while, you took the loneliness away. I hope you find what you're looking for. I hope you can help those people up in Perseverance Mills and find some peace for yourself.
Thank you, Molly. I hope you can find some peace too.
so she hunts people for sport. Right, okay. So she was a fucking psycho all along. I like hunting men for sport. Right, anything good in here before I go? My favourite camo may be SS Leto. No one cared about me until I put on the mask. New combat pants. Oh, that sounds useful.
I can get up any of this gear.
Don't need sport socks. Right, let's see how the combat pants compare to my current trousers. Oh, I've got my things wet, so good thing I'm indoors. Right, so cargo pants, combat pants, not as wind resistant, but warmer. How do they compare to these? Not as good as the what are these trousers? They're decent. Oh yeah, snow pants. That makes sense. Oh, I can repair these as well. Get these to a better condition, and I'll swap the other pants for the combat pants because why not? Yeah, that's lost a lot of condition. Must have just been out. The blizzard must damage your clothes quite quickly. Yeah, I know a lot of people like that, Rich. Yeah, so I can't repair this hat without cured guts and cured rabbit pouch. That's a bit annoying. Might be worth me storing another hat then when I get another one, just so I can have a hat regardless of condition of this one.
What have we here?
sometimes do live streams just where people can ask questions and that. Normally, if I'm not doing a live stream with like a webcam or like my phone camera, I just do ones of games basically. Just because with games, it's quite easy if there's not that many people on to have stuff to chat about, you know, because I can always just be concentrating on the game. Really annoying thing is if I do a webcam stream and like nobody's on, you know, very few people on, sometimes it's hard to keep conversation going. I'll have to do a webcam stream again because, or like one from my phone, because like I said, they get a lot more views. I wouldn't mind going out and doing one at night if I can get the night vision out and get to a place where I get a good phone signal. Because as long as I've got a good phone signal, I've got unlimited data now. But like I say, the problem is, work gloves. How do they compare to my current gloves? If I repair them, let's see how the stats compare. Swap the things for these just because they're cooler looking gloves. Why does it not let me switch to the other gloves? There we go.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
I'll take the driving gloves just so I can harvest them for leather, because there's not as many items that give you leather, so obviously they're useful for repairing things like the boots and that need leather as well as cloth. The only annoying thing with that, Davey, is my regular cameras wouldn't see me very well, so I'd have to have a flashlight on me as well, so I could, you know, illuminate myself well enough for the phone camera to see me. Right, so what's my current objective? Enter the mine and leave Pleasant Valley. Once you enter the mine, you'll not be able to return to Pleasant Valley. You're fine with me, because I'm not going to do all the side bits here. Just because, like I said, some of the side bits are all on the opposite side of the map. Again, it's a lot of content in this game, even in the story mode. Alright, that's right on the other side of the map. Alright, off we go again then. Oh, hang on. Rifle ammunition, yes please. Revolver ammunition, yes please. I can't open those, right. Massive variety, like this is a survival game I like a lot of shooters. Another pry bar, why not? A lot of stuff around the back of these as well. Oh, accelerant, I definitely want that. Another MRE. Right, how overloaded am I going to be in a minute? Because there's lots of stuff I want to take here. Right, I'm just going to go back inside a minute to sort my inventory out, because I'm definitely too overloaded now.
Carry this load for much longer.
So I'm just going to sort through my inventory and bin anything that I don't need that's Right, let's drop a load of the matches I don't need. So again, I know the matches don't weigh very much, but still, they do add up. Right, that's 4 kilos, so I'll get rid of those fire logs. We'll keep those other bits of wood for now. But yeah, I'm 10 kilos over my weight limit, which isn't good. Right, let's drop the flare gun that's not in 100% condition. Let's harvest the hacksaw that's in worse condition and repair the other one. So again, it's going to play a load of weight management with my inventory again for a bit. Again, don't have a whetstone for the knife or the axe, which is annoying. Right, my storm lantern, let's fully fill that up. Again, that won't reduce the weight because I'm still carrying the weight, but then I'll at least know how much I've got to bin. Right, let's get rid of the small one and keep the 1.61 litres. Let's get rid of 2 of the sewing kits. Again, I'm going to get rid of all the marine flares because they just add quite a lot of weight. Get rid of that pry bar. Can repair these tools. Yeah, let's repair the tools. Why am I getting so thirsty while repairing tools? Right, so I'll get rid of one of these cans. I kind of want to see how the magnifying glass works, so I won't bin that for now. Alright, painkillers. I know they don't weigh much, but let's get rid of all the painkillers that are in lower condition. The water purification tablets will drop, because again, they add up to a fair bit of weight for what they are, and I really don't need them. Firearm cleaning kit. I might as well clean all my guns while I'm actually here. Again, notice that it doesn't unload the gun while you clean it. That's a bit dangerous. You might shoot yourself. RTS games as well. I've been playing a lot of Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition recently, doing all the campaigns in it. Because things I like about games like Age of Empires is I can do the campaigns while like listening to podcasts and stuff like that. So I can basically listen to something interesting while playing a game. Can I drop? No, that's the only thing with jerry can. You can't pour anything out of it. Oh, that locker I can force to the pry bar. Let's see what's in here. Nothing. That's good use of the pry bar.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Don't need another windbreaker. Take the crackers and eat them in a minute. Oh, decent ski jacket. Ah. The cotton torque I'll take, or whatever it's called, I'll take. Just because, like I said, the problem is that rabbit one is I can't repair the rabbit one, so I will keep one of these as a spare. Well, I can repair the rabbit one, but I need rabbit parts to do it, and I can't be asked to hunt rabbits to repair a bit of clothing when I can just stitch these back together with curtains and whatever else. Right, if I compare this to this, yeah, so the rabbit thing's definitely better, but when the condition of that gets too low, I'll probably just harvest it. I don't have enough cloth to repair that, okay. Anything that will give me cloth in here? There's not curtains in here, is there? Actually, I'm going to take that lantern fuel just because if I drop it, I'll drop the heavier one. In there. Right, I've got 80... I'll tell you what, I'm just going to get... Actually, the flare gun and all the shells is only about 1.5 to 2 kilos, so I'm not going to get rid of that. I was going to say if it added up to several kilos, I would get rid of it. Right, I'll get rid of the jerry can, just because, again, the jerry can is a lot of weight for what it is. Workbench, anything I can do at the workbench? I might get rid of the bow actually because I've got so much ammo. Yeah, right, so I'm going to get rid of all these feathers even though they're not going to weigh much. Right, the bow, let's get rid of the bow and the arrows just because again, weight factor. Right, that's again a nice bit of weight reduced. I'll get rid of my spare old man's beard, I know it doesn't weigh much but still. Makes my inventory less cluttered. Let's get rid of a couple of the energy drinks. Right, so we only have 2 energy drinks. Good. So, it's annoying you can't combine the matches, but I guess it's because of the condition of them. Right, so I've still got a very good amount of matches, haven't I? So that's good. Now let's just get rid of the coal. Ah yeah, with the... Let's have a look at the windbreaker and the ski jacket and that. So the ski jacket... Probably don't need that ski jacket in all honesty, because again it looks like it's... Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of the ski jacket because like I said, although it's good, it's not as good in other aspects of it, and again it's going to add a load of weight to my inventory if I'm just carrying it around and not using it. We're down to 38 kilos. Right, I'm going to roll with that, so let's sleep for as long as it lets me sleep, let's say 10 hours so I get to the next day. Then I can reduce some more weight eating food. Right, 37 kilos, let's make a go for it. It's not quite sunrise yet, but let's risk that. Right, let's save this again. It's amazing how much time in this game you just spend doing inventory management, but this is the sort of game where I actually enjoy doing that. Like, there's some games that are of inventory management where it's just annoying, but in this, the inventory management actually isn't that annoying. Tell you what, I am going to wait for day, simply for the reason that if there's wolves out here, it's going to be even harder to spot them. Right, past time, 2 hours, then I'll sleep for about 2 hours to get my stamina back up. Fatigue, whatever it is. Right, it's not quite midday yet, so that's good. Let's finish those crackers off. Drink a load of water. Because I got MREs, I'm going to get rid of the granola bar and that other thing. These are good because they don't go off. Let's get rid of the dog food, why not? Okay, so we're down to 36 kilos. Oh, firearms cleaning kit, I am taking that. Right, let's start making our way again. I'm just going to go off the chat and back on in case it's broken again. Like I said, I just don't know why. It used to work fine, the YouTube mobile chat. But again, now it just does this thing where if I don't close the chat and reopen it every now and then, the messages just don't show up, new ones. Because again, I've missed a load. Right, let me just catch up with the chat. Misky says he would love an NVG stream. Yeah, I'll definitely try and do one as and when I can maybe, you know, get to a place where it's going to be dark enough I can do some stuff with the NVGs on stream. Plus also, like, you know, still have a bit of light and that and mobile phone signal. Yeah, it's full of psychopathic Canadians, Radon. Yeah, I had a bow, Rich, if you didn't see it. I dropped it, but I didn't use it. Because you were commenting before that the bow didn't look very well made. Except eBay, not off the top of my head. Again, like I was saying, any of the sites that specialise in like Soviet surplus might have them. But again, I don't really know of that, because like I said, most sites now have more modern surplus in than Soviet stuff, other than GP5s or whatever. Yeah, again, the weird thing for me, Sir Lord James Bottom 2 for Third, is that lots of survival games I don't like anywhere near as much as A Long Dark. I think what I like about this is there's not loads of crafting and base building in it. I was saying this before, for some people that's the whole reason they like these games, and why some people don't like this. But the thing is that I like about Long Dark is most of the crafting is like very practical stuff you'd expect somebody to do. You know, like making bandages out of rags, you know, like making emergency kind of clothing sort of stuff. Whereas the problem I have with a lot of games like this, you know, is there's just really elaborate crafting stuff where you kind of get a gameplay loop of having to find loads of materials to craft stuff, then you have to craft the next tier up, which requires even more rare materials. DayZ, I played it when it was an Arma 2 mod, never really got into it, and I've certainly not bought the standalone version of it. Very pretty game in places, this. Like I said, I like the art style in this because it's not trying to be super realistic. It has its nice, unique art style, so you kind of know it's the Long Dark from screenshots of it, whereas some games I wouldn't be able to tell you what the game is just from a screenshot of a generic place in it. Oh, fuck's sake, too encumbered again to climb. Sorry, Pinnacle Peaches. Right, what else can I get rid of? I'm going to get rid of all that firewood. Yeah, it doesn't pull taut, does it, for whatever reason. Snake Charmer's rope. Oh, I can pick this shit up again if there's anything there I actually want. I'll take the water. So I want to be going directly south by the look of it at the moment. Like this way? No, that way through where I was. Kind of this way anyway. Oh, it looks like there's some sort of building over there. Let's go see what that is. Oh, that's going back to the farm, isn't it? That's the farm outbuildings. Sadly, it doesn't let you, Davey. If you drop stuff, it literally drops it right where you dropped it. And again, there's rabbits there, and even though I've got a gun, I can't be asked to kill them to get the things just to repair that rabbit hat, which is a bit better than my other hat. I'll use one of the energy drinks, actually. Yeah, I'm going to aim this way. I might as well see what the Sasquatch is while I'm going over there. I'm kind of interested in the side quest if it's something like a Sasquatch, not just a very rare albino deer or whatever. Maybe it's just a hairy man that lives in a cave. Oh, the wolves are back. As the wolf meter is still showing halfway up, I know there's immersion mods that remove that. That means the wolves will probably attack again, because when you've scared them off, it basically goes to 0 or very close to 0. But yeah, Davey, in this, honestly, if you could literally drop stuff down the cliff or any of those, it would be so much more useful. But no, my character's like, oh, can't possibly drop anything except for right next to me. Yeah. If it is a hairy man living in a cave, it will be an endangered species if Molly finds out about it. I wonder if she wears like men's balls as necklaces. Oh, there's a little ice fishing hut. Still wondering if those wolves are going to come back. Pensive Pond, eh? Matches, don't mind if I do. Oh, a fishing hook. Right, let's have a go at doing ice fishing in this, because I've never tried that before. And at the moment, apparently it's warm enough in here that my temperature's slowly going up. Fishing tackle is required for ice fishing, right. So I could craft fishing tackle, couldn't I? Or is that one of those things I can only craft at a bench? Oh, I can only craft it at a bench. Never mind then. Tin of sardines. Oh, look, this ice fishing place came with fish already in it. That's nice. Ooh, soda. Don't want the crackers. Want the accelerant. Oh, there is fishing tackle and line in here. Okay. Right. Hours to fish. Let's do 3 hours of fishing and see if we catch anything. Fishing line snapped. And do I have no more fishing line now? Yeah. Right, can I actually craft more fishing line? Fishing tackle. Requirements, 1 hook, 1 line. Right, okay, let's craft another fishing tackle. Oh, it's frosted over again, fuck this. What a boring pastime. My character is getting quite tired, so I do need to bear that in mind. No, she didn't, Rich. She let him go to waste. She just kept him in the basement like a trophy. She didn't bury him. She didn't hide the body. She didn't skin him or do anything interesting or useful. She just put the body in her basement. Maybe she's a necrophile and like that's the only way she likes him then. Hard and cold. what amazed me earlier, and I'm not saying this to sound like, oh, I'm a hard man or something, but just like it was really fucked up, is I was listening to a thing of like people's last audio recordings before they died kind of thing earlier, and there was one that was just really sad and horrible, and I couldn't even listen to all of it. It was one of like this woman who got stuck in a car in like floodwater, and she was phoning 911 in America, and like it was just with this, like the dispatcher was being really callous towards her, and like, you know, she didn't even comfort her as she was like drowning and panicking. And it was like one of those ones where sadly I don't think they could have done anything even if it was a good dispatcher, because, you know, they couldn't really locate her a car in time and all this. It was just horrible, like listening to this woman, you know, like absolutely panicking, and then a woman basically going like, oh, stop complaining on the dispatch line, you know, I've dispatched officers to you or whatever. But again, this is why if you're in a car, always have like a window breaker, you know, like where you can reach it, because if you're like ever in an accident or whatever like that, at least that way you can break the window and try and climb out. Right, let's go to this Sasquatch Open. We also have the Eco, what, 380, R blank, by the way. Do you know what the exact model of your one is? Because my one was the one that was meant to look a bit like a Colt Python or a little Smith & Wesson revolver, and that one is double action only. But again, I know they do various models. Mine actually broke, and the thing that was annoying with mine, I've had 2 Eco guns now, and what's gone wrong on them with both of them has been the firing pin. Like, that's weird if yours is, what, single action and double action, while mine's double action only. But yeah, with both my Eco guns that broke, both of them were the firing pin and the bit that's on the back of the firing pin, where, like, it just, you know, obviously had a particular primer that was quite hard or whatever, with both that and the Makarov I had, and it just like bent the firing pin and caved in like the thing on it. So that's the only thing I've had of Eco blank guns that are like, is obviously a weak point in some of their guns, is they're really kind of low quality firing pins. And again, if it was just a firing pin, you could probably get a sawn off bit of like a little nail and it would be a fine replacement. But this was also like the bit the firing pin connects to and everything that all bent out of shape when the firing pin did. Oh, Sasquatch is this way apparently. I'll see if I can sleep in a Sasquatch cave. Oh, but there is a cave here. And there's a dead deer there, so maybe the Sasquatch has killed the deer. Right. Be very quiet, I am hunting Sasquatch. Oh, it is just literally a bloke, look, wearing furry clothes.
This will come in handy.
The coat looks good, the running shoes don't. Right, Right, how does that coat compare to one of my others? Oh, literally amazingly better. Okay.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Right, I'm going to start a fire here and sleep for a few hours, because my personal has book to burn as well. Start fire. Accelerant. Yeah, book. Right, start fire.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I need to get a 22 long rifle blank gun at some point, just because I imagine they're cheaper blanks as well. Because the problem is with some of the 9mm ones, is that sometimes, you know, the blanks work out about 50p to a pound. So although I have bought, you know, like about 100 quid's worth of blank ammunition, it'll last me ages. Because I can only really shoot a blank gun, you know, when there's like not people around, so you're not going to bother anyone, or nobody's going to go, oh no, there's a gunman on the loose, or whatever. You know, there is kind of the thing with it of,
I think I can use this.
I'm just going to take 2 bedrolls so I can drop the not as good bedroll. And, you know, keep one just on the floor in a cave. Right, actions. Use. Yeah, there we go. Sleep next to a corpse. As you do. How long is on the fire? 5 hours. Right, let's do 5 hours sleep. And also I imagine 22 LR blanks are going to be a lot quieter. So there's also the factor that, yeah, you can probably use them in more scenarios where you're not going to have the sound problem with them. I was also thinking about getting a blank firing shotgun at some point, because if you can get the ones you could rack, that would be really cool. But sadly, I think most of the blank shotguns are the ones that are break action because they take really small little shotgun shells. And again, that was the thing that put me off those, is the shotgun blanks are even more expensive than like the 9mm blanks. And you can tell from them that they don't have much powder in, because you can see how short the shell is. I know like 9mm blanks aren't huge in terms of powder. When you're paying like how much they cost, you think that's a bit of a rip-off. Where, you know, it's like a quarter of the size of an actual shotgun machine. Add one more log to it, because then I can cook tomato soup. And again, I don't need to take that bedroll because I've got the drop the beef jerky, because I've got all the MREs. Yeah, I mean, obsolete calibers are really cool because of the fact that, like I said, they're fully strippable and all that. The only thing I find really annoying with our laws, and like I can understand why it's a thing, but like with obsolete calibers, what's annoying is that, oh, I'm not fully rested. Oh yeah, is it actually in here? It looks like I'm not going to freeze to death even if I sleep. So let's do another 4 hours sleep. It looks like in here you can actually sleep with a cave because it breaks the wind and everything, that you can actually, with a good coat on, sleep in this cave without freezing. I'll go back to what I was saying in a minute. Right, there we go. Yeah, so the point I was, anyway, making was that even if you had blanks in theory for an obsolete caliber, you can't shoot blanks from them unless you're at a range and all the other stuff, because at that point, because you're not allowed front venting blank guns in here, you know, in the UK laws. And that's kind of the really sad thing, is you'd think with an obsolete caliber, if you were shooting blanks, not live ammo, you know, you should be able to do that, but annoyingly all the same rules, you know, apply to them. Right, let's carry on my adventure. So, I'm going across there, then going east. But yeah, I do obviously like all the rules with at least the obsolete calibers, that they are far, far less restricted. But again, it still does have all those weird grey areas of it, where there's stuff, you know, there's stuff that you very legally can do with them, stuff you very legally can't or require a firearms license. And then there's lots of stuff that are like really big grey areas where you think, I wouldn't want to test it in case you're the person they make a test case out of. You know, like, if there had been previous prosecutions or cases thrown out, you know, you'd know more where you stand with the laws of some of the things with obsolete calibers. But again, that's like saying the thing with them I don't like is, you know, where there's the grey areas where you're like, can I do this, can't I do it? And if you Google it, there's never a straight answer. Because again, there's like stuff for the obsolete calibers you think would be really good for videos like that, but obviously I'm not gonna like go and do something that may or may not be legal and then do a video on it, because then you're definitely proving that you've done it. Yeah, again, with most of our laws, they get worse when they do revisions to them. So I just rather they keep it as it is, because again, I like the fact that you can have bolt actions and like Martini Henrys and stuff without a license that are still fully functional, but you know, it's just the fact that you can't really have the ammo for them. Because yeah, they class as a firearm as and when they're loaded and being shot, but when they're not being shot, they're not a firearm again by the law. Which is again why some actual proper gun owners like obsolete calibers. Because if you were to, say, lose your gun license or not want a gun license for a bit, you don't have to sell the gun or whatever, or pay to have it in like a gun shop storage, you know, in like a locker or something. You can just keep them at home, and they're not registered on the firearms certificate when they're not being shot. So I can completely understand like why some people really like the obsolete calibers like that if they're a gun owner. Because say they can have, you know, like something that can be registered to be shot, or it can be taken to a gun range and shot under supervision. But you know, as and when it's not on the gun range, I'm just going to pop in case the priest wants to say anything else. Burned out on this. Oh, it's the one I threw at the priest's head. I remember now. Right, where's my useless burnt out flare? There it is. If that's something you can't do anything with, I don't see why it lets you pick it back up.
Sure, I can carry much more.
Rather fresh book burning while we're here. There we go. Because again, it's like the shells for that flare gun are like smaller than normal shells. But yeah, the really annoying thing, like I said, with the UK laws, with the blank firers, that really annoys me is the fact you can't have a front venting blank fire. Because, again, I know the reason, like, you know, like, oh, it's easier to convert it into a firearm, blah, 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 that's the reason they say for it. But there's so many other countries that have restrictive gun laws and allow you to have front venting blank firers, and I never really hear of people, you know, like, shooting BBs out of them at lethal velocity. And because the annoying thing is, like, with my Rite, like, SIG copy, replica sort of thing, the blank firer, that's based on the SIG one, that particular, blank firer, if you buy it in any of the countries where you're allowed to have it in the forward venting style, it includes with it a little flare launcher, so you can shoot the stress flares from it. But again, you can't do that in the UK because obviously they went, oh no, can't have that. Oh, can you? I didn't know that. I might actually have to look, but I imagine they're shitloads of money, are they? Because that's the problem, a lot of stuff like that. If there's a grandfather law, they're probably like stupidly expensive because, you know, they're worth a lot because you can't get them in that style anymore. I'm going to get some more slot. And also what annoys me of the front venting thing is there's some manufacturers, and again they're the really expensive blank firers, you know, the point where why would you buy it over a real gun at that price, you know, where they're like 1 to 2 grand for a replica that's still not even a proper replica. Like I said, and there's ones where they're like not technically front venting, but they've made it vent in a way that kind of looks like it's front venting, which isn't actually against the law, but it annoys me that more like manufacturers don't do that. So, for example, you can have one where it's front venting, but it doesn't count as front venting because the vent is parallel to the barrel. It's not actually, like, in the barrel, if that makes sense. So it's like one where, partway down the barrel, there's an obstruction, and then, like, there's, like, a smaller, like, little side vent, so you get muzzle kind of flash with it, like, from the front of the muzzle, but it's not the actual barrel it's coming from. You can also, like I said, get ones as well that are like side venting, which are cool, but like done in a way that like most of the barrel is functional, and then they side front out the front. You know, so like you have a plugged end bit of the barrel, and then they side vent from the front. Again, I suppose the problem with some of the companies is they don't want to risk somebody like say, you know, just sawing the barrel off and then having a, I guess, a front venting one. So I think with some of the companies, they've probably done the stuff that, you know, they've made them so much more compliant than they have to be with law that they're, you know, no issues. Because the other thing as well is, like, because a lot of the guns aren't front venting, like the pistols, that's why they don't feed very reliably. Again, it comes down to some of them have quite cheap mags as well. But I do know, like, with some of them, like, if you had, like, the European style ones compared to the UK ones, the European ones feed way more reliably because they have the proper normal barrels. The like the gas more naturally cycles the thing, if that makes sense. It's kind of hard. Oh, I can actually go in that one. It's kind of hard to explain, but you can kind of, if you know what I'm on about, you sort of know what I mean. Where because you get the proper forward-backward recoil force rather than it being like gas venting out the top plus some backwards recoil force. So the slide with some of them, you know, doesn't... Again, I think it's because they have the same slides on them as, like, the front venting ones, with the same weight, but the actual kind of amount of force put on the slide is different, so the timing isn't necessarily right with the extractor. Yeah, better pressure transfer, yeah, where it's... Because, like, with some of my blank firers, if I was to manually cycle the action, it would load a, you know, it would load a cartridge in every time and extract it fine every time. But as soon as you start shooting it, quite often you get a stovepipe where the slide comes back before the round's finished extracting and things like that. Shake. So it's somewhere around here, the cave entrance I need to be looking for. It's not that down there, is it? probably is that. But again, like, with some of these, they're really not close to the markers. That's the annoying thing in this game. Is I don't mind... I wish they did, like, a bigger radius thing, like they did with the Survivors, you know, where, if it's, like, a search area, they make a bigger circle, so you know it's not exactly where the marker is, where some things in this have the thing, you know, it's exactly where your marker is, and others don't. Unless this isn't the cave. Yeah, no, this isn't the cave I'm looking for. There is a company, I've not bought any of their blanks yet, Blackfires yet, but apparently they're really good in the sense that they're actually officially licensed ones. So they're more expensive than, say, like Retray or Ecol and those, or whatever the name is, Bertie, I'm trying to remember what the other company is that does the revolvers. But they're apparently quite good because they're officially licensed. You know, like all of the bits are exactly the right size. At some point I want to get another... It's not Retay, it's another one, because like my Retay SIG isn't a proper licensed SIG, which is why it has a slightly different name. But there is a Turkish company that does... Oh, I'll look it up in a minute before I end the stream. That does licensed SIGs and a couple of other ones. So, you know, they can have all the SIG branding on it and everything. Retay are better than Ecol, though, I found, in terms of, like, how thick the steel looks and stuff like that, or, like, the alloys they use. Because I imagine, like, my Retay pistol will probably last a lot longer than some of the Ecol ones. The Ecol one with the name I'm not going to say out loud on the stream in case I get done for racism is actually better built than some of the other Ecol ones, so, oh, fuck's sake. At least it was only a minor injury. Yeah, I'll have a look in a minute when I get to this cave. I'm gonna, although I'm not going to be on the stream much longer, I do want to see in a minute when I get there, you know, how much longer is in this chapter. Does it say in the journal? Yeah, so I might only be 33% through this chapter, but I imagine with some of these, it probably goes up a huge percentage bar every now and then. Like, you know, when you do some objectives, it might go up like 5%. Others might be like really, really big jumps in the Can I reload that? Abandoned mine. Leaving Pleasant Valley. Yeah, where do I click? Oh, okay, I just click back and then Right, I will do another save here. Even though, like I said, my End of Pleasant Valley one is the one I'd actually load up if I did want to play more of this place, but... Right, okay, so let's... get rid of that end of the wolf meat. Right, while I'm in this cave, let me just look up what the company is. kind of at some point want to get the Rite Desert Eagle clone they do. I'm hoping it's stupidly chunky like a real Desert Eagle, just because... Yeah, I'm looking out. It's annoying me because, oh, I think it's Ceonic, right, so C-E-O-N-I-C, let me just Google them, I think that's what it is. Yeah, Ceonic blank guns. So there's, I can't again, because it's gun related, I can't tell you the site I'm currently looking at. But yeah, Ceonic do a licensed P250. So the Ceonic ones are RRP about 140 quid plus. So the nicest looking one on there is the P320. I'm just looking on a few of the sites that have them just to see if I can get a bigger picture up. I'm pretty sure it is Ceonic, but I think when I was looking on some, it had like the list of like SIG associated partners. But yeah, again, it's not very practical to do this while I'm on the stream. But yeah, I know for an RRP that was a bit more than Rite and Ecol, there is a manufacturer that does some of the licensed ones. But yeah, like I said, it's the sort of thing where when I'm streaming, it's not very practical, unfortunately, to look into. Right, let's go through this dark cave then. Luckily, my character, even in pitch black, can see how to refill a lantern.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take one bit of coal. Right.
Ugh, looks iffy.
I don't know if I'm going the right way or the wrong way, but I just chose the right path.
It's a mine, all right.
Let's see what the other path goes to. Probably just a dead end. I'm just interested, before I leave here, if there's anything... Ah, does it just come out into the same room? Yeah. Ah, okay, so there wasn't really any difference there. They both loop round into one room. Again, more cold, but... don't really have the carry capacity at the moment to keep making use of this coal. Yeah, see ya. Have a good day.
Dead end. Alright, have to find another way. No way to know how deep it goes.
So there's another grate on this one. Let's try up here. Workbench, which I don't want to work at in a pitch black room. There's my lantern just going out. Let's see what's in the lockers anyway.
This stuff will come in handy.
Yeah, that's always useful accelerant, because you can get your fires starting quite efficiently. I will use an energy drink while I'm in here, because that will reduce my weight a bit and give me a bit of a short stamina boost. Is there anything on top of that crate? That's right. Oh, she got hit by a rock. Should have worn a hard hat in here, really. Oh, that's convenient. There's an aurora, so I don't need my light source again.
Nothing broken. Still breathing.
Yeah, that was a wasted energy drink, wasn't it? Didn't last me very long. Oh, I'm still at all my top.
Duck under them.
Oh, my fatigues were reduced, so she had a nice sleep there. Okay. Caution. Entering mine area. Oh, no shit. Keep away from electrical hazards. Nearby water may become electrified too. Okay. Don't step in the electric water, it says.
Ow!
Does my lantern need refueling again while I'm here? Oh, I didn't want to pull the gun out. I wanted to get my lantern. Actions. Refuel.
Needs fuses.
Oh, do I have to repair that fuse box? Right, I'll drop the fuse.
This elevator looks like the only way out of here.
Yep, so I need to find some fuses. Right, so let's drop that other fuse that I don't need, burned out one, wherever that's gone in my inventory. There we go. So I'll try and reduce my weight ever so slightly. I'll drop that can that's nearly empty. Don't really need this flare, do I? Right, okay, oh, there's a poor toilet in here.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Does she actually need painkillers? Because she keeps doing like, ow. Oh yeah, she has a load of pains, never mind. Didn't realise that. So yeah, she needs painkillers and she needs bandages. Right, good, we actually have those on us. Right. I still find it weird in this that it's if you have multiple boo-boos, you have to take multiple painkillers, like you're overdosing on them. I don't think that's how it works. That you can specifically say, I am taking this painkiller for my foot, this painkiller for my hand. Surely you just take painkillers. Ooh, more MREs, more energy drinks. Ooh, peanut butter. Lots of good shit in here. And I bet I'm horribly overloaded again. Yep.
I wonder if I can drop any of this fear.
Yeah, I'll drop these that I'm not going to use. Right. Do any of my clothes need preparing for when the wolf attack me? No. I'll drink this other energy drink as soon as I get a bit more thirst again to get the weight gone from that. Pry bar, don't need a pry bar at the moment. At least I know because you can't jump in this, there's no jumping puzzles. Let's see what's up here. No, I don't know if I got that lantern out again. I know why I got out, because there was that little dark corner, but still. Alright. refuel the lantern again. And it's that last little bit of fuel, because it's just a tiny bit. I'm just going to drop that. Yeah, I've got this paracetamol, and I know this particular thing hurts the most in my body, so I'm just gonna... It's almost like they're directly applying the painkillers to a wound, rather than actually just swallowing them. It requires bolt cutters, which I don't have. Can I crouch under here? Yes, right. Okay. Right, avoid the cables that will give me horrible electric shocks. Do a proper save down here because it's a bit of a maze, but at least I've got the, like I said, the lights on. As soon as I'm out of this coal mine, I'll end the stream because yeah, it's jumped up from 33% to 44% just from going into the cave. So, like I said, it's a bit of a weird quest system now. I don't know. Can I get on there, please? Yeah. Makes that good old-fashioned power down noise. Right, that's a dead end. I can just walk through this water now, so I'll go see what's over here. Elevator. Oh, can I just literally go straight back this way? Don't know why I'd need to... Ooh, do I need to refuel everything all the way... Oh, doorbell, but hopefully somebody else will get that. Right, so can I do this one for the elevator, or is there multiple fuse boxes I need to do? Right, fuse box. Replacement fuse. Is that going to work now, or... Oh, okay, so I need more fuses than just that one. Alright. Try again. Yeah, so I do need multiple fuses, I guess, not just that one I found. There's a fuse box over there. Is that a burnt out one by the look of it? Oh, there's some... Oh no, it's just a little thing on the top of the port cabin. I need to keep remembering to drop the burnt out fuses, because they're just a wasted inventory weight. It's annoying with those, you can't choose to take something and immediately drop it. Like, you know, when you search a container rather than it just saying search, like, you know, you could just say pick and drop kind of thing, so it just lands on the floor in front of the container when you know you've already done it. Oh, I'll turn that off again, and that's convenient. Look, I'm back where my little bit of fuel was. So let's take the lantern fuel, even though it's a tiny, negligible amount. And actions, refuel. Away from the time being. I imagine that thing just then was an Amazon parcel. My cousin's wedding's at the end of the month, and I realised recently I don't have many smart clothes, so I've had to buy the trousers have come, but I've had to buy like some more dress trousers and dress shirts, because oh yeah, that was the locked gate, wasn't it, this one? Because yeah, I realised that my you know, like my trousers that I used to have like definitely don't fit me. A little bit fatter in the waist, but not too much. It's just my legs are a bit longer than they used to be, so they don't. Is that the one I went into up there? Go and see. And the main problem I have is I've got a more like muscular neck than I used to have, so the top button on lots of my dress shirts don't fit me anymore. Like, they're still fine in the waist and length, but they're just too tight around my neck. Luckily ties you don't grow out of.
This will come in handy.
Don't need the fingers, don't need the cloth. another replacement fuse. Oh, actually, rather than wasting a lantern, did I have some flares on me? No. Okay. Let's just waste some matches. Yeah, might be a little bit shit on me. Right, let's try putting a fuse in the one up here. Right, I'm going to fall there. The other thing I sometimes do, Rich, is where I've got clothes you're not technically meant to tumble dry, but they're ones that, you know, shrink by such a meagre amount when you tumble dry them, I don't really care, sort of thing. So I have some like that, you know, where I kind of every now and then, you know, chuck them in the tumble dryer, and over the years, again, even if, like, you know, where they're trousers and shirts and that shrink such a minimal amount each time you tumble dry them, it's not a problem, but over years you will notice the problem. Right, still need another fuse. Let's have a look around this way. I know I have technically been this way, but probably like a little another nook I've been in. Unless it is a puzzle where you have to put the fuses in the right order.
More dead ends.
Yes, I'm not going that way. I've taken the fuse out of that fuse box already. Let me just take the fuse out this fuse box in case this isn't one that actually needs to be there for the elevator. In case this is like another random one. Let me try putting this one in the tunnel. Yeah, maybe I could follow the wires, but I don't know. Ah, there we go, lights on in the elevator. Is it working? That light's on, so I'd assume it'd be working, but is it not working? Oh, there's a flashlight here. Flashlights come to life during auroras. Well, this will be useful for a little bit of time that I can actually make use of it. Yeah, wrong But is there a key I need to get? Oh, it says I need bolt cutters, don't I? So I'm assuming the last fuse I need is down there, but you have to find bolt cutters first. Right, there's probably one area down here I've not looked at yet. Can I keep wasting my flashlight? And I don't need to. I have been down here, haven't I? Oh.
Damn it, that burns.
Oh, I accidentally burnt myself with a bloody electric water that I didn't realise was electrified. Right, okay. So for a bandage, for a burn, she'll need a bandage, right?
Feels like it's still burning.
Now, do I need a painkiller for the burns? There we go, healed burns, right. I'm Mr. Burns. Don't even know why that water's electrified, seeing as I took the thing out of that. Search supply bin. Or is there going to be something useful in here? Flare, flare, lantern fuel, water bottle, walking bean, flare. So even more overloaded now. I might flick the light off a second, fully rest her up while she's here, and I think that heals you as well. So, campcraft. Oh, I thought I had a thing on me. Or did I fucking leave that somewhere again? Oh, my thing's... that's annoying. I've lost my, little bed thing. Right, is this electrified water? Yes.
Oh. Sure, I'll take it.
Alright, let me just load up my last save, whatever the button is for that. Because, yeah, I can't go in that water because it's electrified. Great. Even though I can't see any electricity, but I guess I'm going to have to go the long way around and then,
Ah, shit, that burns!
why does it fucking burn? I didn't even walk in the water, you silly bin. Right. Waste more bandages and painkillers on her. I'm just going to go close the chat again and reopen it in case, I missed any messages, but no, I don't think I did. Right. Maybe it's one of those annoying things where I have to, once I've got all the things, put them in the right order. Oh, there's a cool. Oh, there's the bolt cutters. Right.
That'll be useful.
Drop some water actually, because that's going to weigh her down a lot. Right, let's drop 3 litres of water. That still leaves me with 1.5 litres, plus what I've got left in the soda cans. Oh good, there's a bomb, that's what I want.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Alright, and there was nothing down there anyway. Okay, cool.
Holy shit, that's hot!
Oh, she managed to fucking burn herself again. Oh, that's got a working fuse in that one. Okay.
Okay. That hurts so much. Oh, phew.
Right, okay, so where is this last fuse box I need to get? Probably this one. Right, can I... yeah, okay, so I just needed to do every fuse box, because for whatever reason the elevator has several different power things attached to it, which doesn't really make sense, but whatever. None of the individual boxes power the elevator, they all have to be powered on at once. Oh, my flashlight is useless again, so let's break that down for scrap. And I will have to go quite soon, so flashlight, where's the flashlight? There it is. Actions. Harvest.
A way out, finally. Hope nobody needs this
No,
anymore.
I don't want the fishing lines. Fishing was useless. Don't want the socks. Right, cool. There we go. End of the mine. So leave the mine and I'll save just out here. Oh, cutscene.
What the hell? The world is changing. Has changed. The aurora, the weather, wildlife. It somehow feels like Mother Nature is crying out. Or maybe she's warning us of what's to come. People like Molly or Father Tom, crash survivors. They're just the ones left behind. Damaged people. The hopeful and the hopeless. What will this new world do to them? Will it make them harder? Will it break them? I'm not sure I can help them. And I don't know what I'll find when I get to where I'm going. But what I do know is this. Mackenzie is alive, and he's heading to Perseverance Mills. And that means I have to get there before it's too late. I may not be able to stop this darkness from coming, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna let it happen without a fight.
Well, that is a good place to end this one. But, question, so if that's the end of this episode, why did it only say like 44% done? That is a really good place to end the stream if it is the end of the episode, just sprint for that. Episode 4. Yeah, I'll quit to menu and we'll start episode 4 properly next time. So yeah, that's weird. So it said like on the main quest I was 44% done and it jumped to 100%. So yeah, it's one of those weird oh, I have to delete a save to unless I load. No, I'll just start the episode when I start it. Right, yeah. Have a good day, everybody. And yeah, see you. Won't be streaming over the weekend because I've got work. So I'll see you Monday or whenever. Right, bye. And then yeah, I was going to say, I think hopefully within a few more streams I'll have finished the Long Darks, and it's a good time when I want to stream something else. I don't have to finish The Long Dark. So I know episode 5 isn't out yet, so I can do all of episode 4 over the course of a few streams, and then start episode 5. Right, so I think, yeah, probably, hopefully, over the course of a week, get episode 4 started and finished. Right, see you, everyone.